Hello again, video game fans that also like small-scale cars. So I got another one of these police cars from M64X of the McLaren F1 from 1992. It's from Need for Speed. Secret County Police Department. Okay, so you got a strong box here. And thankfully I didn't have to buy a cleaning cloth with this. And then you have some plastic film protecting this plastic cover. Ooh, someone's hair. That is not my hair. So probably a loose cover, which is good, so it doesn't fall to the ground if you pick it up by the top there. So that's good. Let's take a look. You got this 465 in the front corner. Yeah, that whole Secret County thing on the side. Yeah, that all looks good. It's got this squarish light bar. I guess it's pretty close. I don't play the video game, so it's not really a big thing for me, the accuracy of it. I just like the idea of a police car that is a McLaren F1. So you do have the fancy acrylic base of 2 pieces using 2 screws to hold it in place. And the photo etched metal piece here, and there's around 300 of this police car out there. This front wheel, that's interesting. It's almost like this spoke is trying to be hollow, but the other ones are clearly filled in. Oh, these are hollow. So a little too much paint on a lot of these spokes, sadly, filled in that stuff, so I'm not going to go mess with it. But the center knockoff there is painted gold very nicely, and it's hollow, so you see like the axle there. The gold painted caliper looks nice, and I think is red printed like Brembo. I don't know if it reads Brembo, but it looks indicative of that. And then the brake rotor has some cross-drilling effect, which looks really nice. And then the treads, they don't look so bad. It still looks like a road tire. It doesn't look like a truck tire. And the black paint, as you can see, is pretty smooth. Very nice sharp reflection. We have a tiny little orange reflector here to the right of the wheel. And then this is not 59. It says 9. Oh, I see, 911 response. I thought it would be the same number, but no. I guess maybe 465 is the ID number of this car in the video game. Separate mirrors, of course, and it has a shiny sticker. And you can see the rear view mirror there has a shiny sticker as well inside the car, and there's going to be 2 of them. There's one on the other side as well, you can see. This vent, let's see if there's anything down in there. I gotta change focus. The decal ends in there. I guess it's just smooth down there, but that's fine. A little air pocket in that decal, but it's generally hidden because it's far in there. Little hand recess here to open the door, or maybe not. Actually, maybe that's just like an actuator to open the door. I don't know if there's anything in there. Maybe a piece of metal. I can't tell. Thing's so small, and I'm looking through a phone screen. Secret County looks very sharp. Police, and then it's emergency 911 thing again. You would think that would say 465 if they have 911 there. But we'll see what happens on the other side. Speed enforcement, this all looks fine, and you'll notice there's the emergency brake caliper as well. It's really hard to see the brake rotor in this rear wheel. I'm curious. It's back there, it's just a smaller diameter than the front, so that makes sense, the smaller diameter brake. The center knockoff looks good again. Okay, let's go to the back. Nice taillights, look at that. So they're catching the lights very nice, and there's like a Fresneling. I have to assume maybe there's a photo etched piece of metal with that Fresneling, and this is like a drop of resin on top of it. So it's literally reflecting the light like a real reflector light bucket. That's cool. And then the license plate is nice. Need for Speed. can't read the text to the left of it though. I can't zoom in any further. We're at 4 times. Oh well. This back grille, probably passing air. Yes, clearly passing air. You can see some gold back in there. Probably the exhaust shielding or something. The F1 logo here is looking good. I guess if I was to nitpick, you see these 3 lights are generally horizontal, but this one's crooked. The tiny police lights inside of these slots, and then reflectors, and I don't know if there's anything in here. It looks like there's ribbing there. I think those might be photo etched inserts. I can feel those ribs. 4 little exhaust tips are painted black, and they're tubular, obviously. A fine photo etched piece here, but not passing air. Diffuser strakes are okay, and then we have that and that looking nice. Look at the tire treads, those are cool. Well, at least this one is. What happened here? I don't know. Just didn't mold right. That's unfortunate. So I have to rotate that tire a little bit. I don't know if it can be rotated. We're gonna have to find out. Hold on. I'm not gonna take it off fully. I just want to loosen it enough to rotate. And these things are so delicate. If you drop it, I'm pretty sure something's gonna break. Oh, that's too bad. Can I not rotate this? I am pushing against that tire quite a bit. So that's unfortunate. I think that wheel is just glued in place. But the wheel is so delicate that if you try to remove the tire, I'm pretty sure you'll break the spokes. So I'm just gonna have to live with that poorly molded tire. Tighten this back. Alright, well. Weird. It's really weird that they would even allow that tire to make it into the production line. Or someone just, yeah, strange that they wouldn't see that. Okay, well, moving on. Anything I missed on the other side here? No. Going to the front. Neat. We have police lights inside these lower grills, right? Blue and red. And again, they're catching the light so well that I think it's probably a photo etched piece with colored resin on top of it. Let me hold it this way, see if there's a grill in the lower part of this. Yep, you see that texture? I think those are photo etched grills in there as well. The police is backwards, as it should be. Okay. And then a McLaren badge, I assume? I don't know, I can't really make that out. I can't really read it, so that's unfortunate. I feel like maybe I've seen other 1/64 scale cars and you can actually read the McLaren on the badge, but that one, not so much. Then we have the orange turn signals there and some sort of white running light or something next to it. That looks pretty nice. They're recessed as well, so they're pretty far in. So again, they're probably on top of a piece of metal. The light covers are super thin and smooth, and then we have the lights themselves. So I think again, metal discs with etching, possibly. Actually, no, not really much of it etching, but clearly they have a dome of resin or something on top of them. And it's a matte finish black in that bucket. This is just smooth. Okay. Look at this wiper blade. It's pretty cool. They actually added a little carbon fiber winglet there for the downforce. And then the blade is bent perpendicular to the windscreen. Yeah, alright. Very, very cool. Okay, so this windscreen has a metal piece for the molding going around the outside. So hopefully they'll keep this plastic from popping loose. The side windows, same thing. Granted, they're pretty flat, so less chance of these popping loose, but that metal will help keep them in place. Then the light bar here. So it's photo etched metal, it looks like, on top. And then a bunch of resin segments here. Yeah, you can see how they etched away the rectangles in these and the separators. And then the blue resin on top. A little harder on the red to see. But clear, blue, red. Yep, same thing here. Alright, very neat. The vent up there. I think it's just smooth, nothing in there. And for some reason, there's a black antenna right here. I think I see that in the photographs. So, some sort of radio antenna, I would assume. That's neat that they went through the trouble of adding that. It actually is in that photograph, the 3/4 view photograph. Okay, well, I guess that leaves the interior stuff. So, well, you know what, the engine area. Because look, you got this photo etch area here, and you can see the exhaust in gold, or titanium gold. These are just smooth, I guess. Yeah, are they inserts? I'm not sure. Same up here, those vents. Okay, so the engine, yeah, there's a blue hose running through this engine. I see that. The cylinder head covers, they're silver. Some sort of cross brace, and then you have these little windows separating the noise from the interior. And are these hoses? I don't know, but there's 3 tubular things there for some reason. Maybe they're wires. Maybe some black on that engine as well. And then indications of the stacks going in there. Let me get a flashlight and see. If I flash it on this side, does any carry across? Yeah, so the engine is sitting underneath something. Yeah, because the light is getting across. Alright, so neat. Look at those interior windows. There might be a photo etch piece keeping these interior windows. See that? That frame? Possibly. I'm not sure if that's a printing or an actual pieces of metal. And then, yeah, the 2 mirrors are pretty cool because it's a central driving position. And as you can see, we have a nice racing-like steering wheel. I am hitting the focus, but it doesn't want to focus on that steering wheel. That's as good as I'm going to get it. There's gauges in that instrument binnacle, white, black needles. Some switches on the side. You can see the pedals on the floor. And this is too bright of a setting, I think. Let's go to 1 lumen. Yeah, so those are etched away. You see the cross drilling on the pedals. That's cool. Carbon fiber there on the left of the driver's seat. Maybe a silver panel as well. Maybe that's the e-brake. On the far side, we have the stick shift. It looks like a red or maybe a wood-colored shifter. Yeah, some switches behind it. Alright, carbon fiber details. So now the seats, yeah, there's a harness or a seat belt for the driver. I'm gonna overcome this glare. It looks like a black seat belt, but I think there's maybe photo etch pieces on the belts, like the tongue of the seat belt. I'm gonna have to put this in a vise. Much better. So you can see, even on the passenger side, you can see that seat belt, and there's a tongue right there, silver. Let me hit focus over there on the passenger side. See, that's a cool seat belt. Nice texture to the seats themselves. So yeah, the center driver's seat, again, the slide buckles there, and also the red buckle, seatbelt buckle is actually there in red on the passenger seat. See, there on the other side as well. Let's look at this door panel if we can. Or no, that's the seat still. Maybe that's the speaker grill on the door panel there on the upper part. It's hard to say. Unfortunately, I have a really powerful light above us, but it has to be that way to see. So now I've got to brighten this flashlight to overcome the glare. Look at that, there's a round speaker in that door. I just lost focus on it. That has to be photo etched, right? The grill is so nicely done. That's cool. The arm pull, yeah, that looks pretty good. There's some corrugation and the steering column as well here. Yeah, that's really neat. That's a really cool interior. The hand pull there at the lower part of the door maybe. Yeah, those seatbelts are sweet. I wish the seatbelts were actually a different color. Yeah. I mean, it's a video game car, but maybe the game, if they did model the seatbelts, maybe they're black. Before I put on the coaster, I noticed here there's a lot of gold stuff going on in the back end of this engine bay. I don't know if those are braces or more of the braces for the exhaust system or what. Not sure, but it's cool to look at. So we'll just show off two other resin F1s. Pretty sure it's by the same company because the nameplate looks identical. This is the silver road going version. And then here we have the 1995 Le Mans winner. The LM, no, it's the GTR. But that's been done by Scale Mini as the nameplate says. And if you look up that review, Scale Mini didn't do their research. The wheels didn't look right. So these wheels actually came off of a Mini GT, and then I printed my own brakes. Or maybe I took the brakes from this and put them into the Mini GT wheels. Yeah, so unfortunately the camera has a hard time focusing between the black, white, silver, black. There's a lot of contrast going on and it's kind of freaking out, so you can really barely even see this car. But that's the best I can do. Unless, let's try the top view. No, that's still hard to see. It doesn't make sense to put a dark car on a dark surface, right? This makes sense, black on white, even silver on white. But they really should have probably chosen a different color acrylic for the base of this thing. Yeah. You go obviously look up reviews of those two elsewhere. But today, another fine model by M64X. Only the tire. That's the only quality control problem that I saw. Luckily, it's a tire, so you don't go really looking underneath the car so much. And but everything else is more readily visible. It looks pretty perfect, although my camera might not show it. So I appreciate you guys watching today, and hopefully we'll see you the next time I get a resin model in.